Hello YouTube, how is everybody doing today on this wonderful, it's kind of nice outside today, so how is everybody doing on this wonderful and kind of warm Sunday? I hope each and every one of you guys is having a wonderful and blessed day. Guys, I am doing all right. You know, today was a day I got up super early today to go to the laundromat. I usually don't get up this early to go to the laundromat on Sundays, but because I didn't do it yesterday, you know, I decided to get up and do it this morning, and I did it very early. So as you guys know, I only worked a couple of hours yesterday. Wasn't gonna do any videos yesterday until late this evening. I was gonna do like a cooking vlog, but as I got out the shower, I checked my messages and I had a special request from one of my subscribers. You know, it's one of those sore topics, guys. Oh, by the way, guys, like the new decorations in the background. Some people say that it looks old-fashioned because I got everything so close together, but look around. It's a very small apartment. It's not a lot of room, a lot of wall space. Oh, by the way, guys, check out this little picture of Darian when he was a baby. Look at him. How cool was that? That's Darian when he was a baby, and until now, look at him. It's like a big basketball player. And here's another picture of him now. He didn't come over this weekend because I told his mom that I needed some me time this weekend for me, for Damien. You know. Anyway, as I was saying, guys, before I got caught up in the wall stuff, I was asked to do a special video on how to execute a successful divorce and the cost of it. I believe I was asked to do this particular video because when most of you people subscribe to my channel, I believe it was after I did the lottery prank with my son Damon and Bianca. And a lot of people found out who I was. And if you look back at those videos, I was in multiple videos. His wedding, stolen car prank, a lot of videos. And you see me as a happy person, and you see used to see the little shiny ring on my finger, which was a direct indication that I was married. Usually it's happily married. Looks like only one of us was happy though. Anyway, and if you look back at my other old videos to the current, you'll see that when I first started showing up on YouTube and create my own channel, you seen this happy side. You know, I was a little bit bigger than I am now. And then you guys see me go through a really emotional teardown when my son passed away, and I don't have to say what else happened after that. You guys who's been faithful and loyal to me, to my channel, knows exactly the story. But I was asked to do this video on how to execute a successful divorce. So I'm gonna go over here and sit down where my coffee is at and see if I can help somebody out that's going through this right now. And excuse me for a second because I'm trying to get this adjusted. I like to use my hands when I talk. Not quite there yet. Okay, I guess that'll work. Anyway, so for the young lady who sent me the message this morning about how to execute a successful divorce. First and foremost, I like to say, I'm sorry for what you're going through, sweetheart. I'm really, really sorry for what you're going through right now. You know, I can relate without even you telling me your story. You know, I can relate to what you're going through no matter what the situation is, whether it's infidelity, whether it's financial, or whether y'all just grown apart. You know, it's not easy. You know, there is, you know, just because you get a divorce from someone doesn't really make it successful. Yes, I mean, you know, you no longer have the title to him. He no longer has the registration to you. you know, and I don't mean that in a hard, harsh, and bold way. Just stating the facts. You know, once y'all separate and then go through the divorce, you know, and you know, it's basically when you get married, you get the certificate, you know, and you're married. You know, and sometimes putting a ring on a person's finger does not lock down the other parts of their body. And I found that out the hard way, because you put a ring on somebody's finger, it's not going to stop them from doing what they're going to do. If they're the person that they are, and it's sickening, and it's disgusting, it's rude, and it's disrespectful. Again, I don't know the situation. The person who asked me to do the video didn't go into detail. But sweetheart, I'm gonna tell you now, I really am sorry for what you're going through. So how I can't really tell you how to successfully execute it, but I can tell you what I did. So after I found out my situation, my ex-wife, yeah, you said my ex-wife. You heard me say it, my ex-wife, I'm divorced. At first, she didn't really want the divorce. She just wanted a separation. And, you know, after a couple months went by, I just woke up one day and just decided, hey, I'm going to go ahead and divorce her. So what I did was, in your town or city where you live at, you should have a courthouse, city, county building or something, clerk's office. The clerk's office is where I would go. You go to the clerk's office. You ask for, you just explain to them, what are you there for? I'm here to get a divorce. You don't have to explain to them why you're getting a divorce. In my case, when it asked me the reason for divorce, I just put marriage damage beyond repair, and which it was. Marriage damage beyond repair. So you can just put on there personal or marriage damage beyond repair. The application costs you absolutely nothing. And you can fill the application out. It's like, I think 2 or 3 pages. Takes like a half an hour to fill them out. I think it's like 2 or 3 pages. You just fill them out, your name, his name. And if you're married, the court's gonna already know it when they get the paperwork and type it up in the system. If there's kids involved, there's gonna be a separate affidavit that you have to fill out. Because if there's kids involved, you know, there could be child support or whatever. Depending on the state that you live in, there could be alimony, spousal support. Lucky for me, in my state, the great state of Indiana, my divorce, there was no spousal support. There was no alimony, because Indiana is a no-fault state. That's why a lot of people move to Indiana. They get married, they move to other states. Smart move. So any of you guys out there thinking about getting married and y'all having doubts, well, first of all, if you're having doubts, you shouldn't get married. But if you're having little small doubts, come to Indiana and get married. It's a no-fault state. No fault. That means you walk away and you good. So unless you got kids involved and your significant other is a, excuse my language, asshole, you can, you know, you probably had child support or something, whatever it is. But anyway, so once you fill out that paperwork, you can take it, you can actually fill the paperwork out right there on the spot. And it costs you zero. Nothing, not 1 penny. You can turn it in, fill it out, turn it in right there. What they'll do is they'll make 3 copies of it. They're gonna stamp 1 copy and send to your significant other or your partner. One of them is gonna be your copy, and one's gonna be for the clerk's office copy. What you have to do is you have to print off what they call a waiver of decree form. Once you print off that waiver of decree form, you cannot turn it in for 60 days. The reason why they do the 60-day thing is because a lot of people fall out, and during the marriage, a situation happened, cheating or something stupid happens. And then after 30 days, whatever, they back together, and it's a waste of the court's time. So the waiver of decree form, you cannot turn it in until after 60 days. Also, you have to print out what they call a settlement agreement. The court is not going to give you that. You have to print off the settlement agreement yourself. The settlement agreement also has to be turned in within 60 days with the waiver decree. The settlement agreement basically is if you guys have accounts together, you guys have a house together, you guys have multiple vehicles together, stuff that you want to take with you or stuff that you want to leave there. But once you do the settlement agreement, there's no going back. You can't go back and say, hey, I know we did a settlement agreement, but I need my lawnmower. So my situation, of course, settlement agreement. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just going to hold this thing. There we go. My situation, you know, on my settlement agreement, I don't really care about talking about it. It's public information. So who really gives a crap? My situation, on my settlement agreement, I let her have the house. I let her take her cars, her accounts, her 401. I kept my 401, my truck, my car, my boat, and my lawnmowers and tools and chainsaws and all the stuff I got over there. I just let her have it all. So I signed off on it, and she signed off on things like she's not holding me liable for anything, didn't want any child support or any of that, because she know I'm a good dad. I'm gonna handle my business. So it all depends on the individual, how you guys got your situation set up. But to jump into the divorce, let me turn this light off. It's making me almost look like I'm an odd color. Well, I am an odd color. I'm dark as heck. Everybody knows I'm a dark dude. Let me turn one of these lights on. Anyway, everybody's situation is different. So once you and your significant other can sit down like adults, you have to go over that settlement agreement. That settlement agreement is very important, man. When you fill that settlement agreement out, you have to be really, really careful. When you say that you can have this and you can have that, you have to say what you mean and mean what you say. You cannot go back after that and say, hey, I need to get my chainsaw. Hey, no. Once you do that, that's it. Anyway, once you turn that your settlement agreement in and your waiver of decree in within after 60 days or on the 60th day, then there's another process you have to go through. In the state of Indiana, you take it down to the clerk's office. Our fee here for the filing fee is $170. You can also fill out a form saying that you like to have the fee waived, which means you don't have to pay the $170. Divorces, you know, it's sad what I'm finna say, but divorce is so common. It's almost like walking into a grocery store, buying a pack of bologna, and walking out the grocery store. That's how common it is. When I went and filed my divorce, it was like a line of people. I'm like, whoa, it's just so common. So I would say if there's a way that you can repair the marriage and do counseling, I would try to do that first. I wouldn't just jump right into it. My situation is different. I'm one of those guys, I've only been married once, and I'll probably only get married once. And cheating is something I do not play. You cheat on me, I'm done with you, period. I mean, there ain't no going back. No going back. I have ex-girlfriends, and they will tell you, I've never went back to a woman that I've been with, ever, not once, and I never will, ever, because there was a reason why y'all separated or broke up in the first place. So when you do stuff like this, you have to make your mind up if it's something that you want to continue to go through or something that you want to move past. So that's how I was able to execute my divorce. I'm sorry, here comes my cell phone ringing. Goodness gracious. Woo! Lost my train of thought there. Anyway, y'all like that ringtone? It's like a Pac-Man ringtone. Anyway, I just lost focus what I was saying. But basically, the point is, man, you know, it's never easy, you know, executing a successful divorce. Even though I'm divorced, I don't feel like it was successful because it's not something that I was really ready for. But as my Aunt Tanya used to always say, it's water under the bridge. You know, a minor setback is just setting room for a major comeback. And you can believe me, it's coming. It's actually already came. It's just still in the process of descending. So listen, for the young person out there who sent me the message, you know, try counseling first. I know that you didn't ask for all this. You just wanted to know how to execute a successful divorce. Believe me, once you do get divorced, a lot of people say, when I got divorced, woo, I was like, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's not how it is. because nobody wants that. People don't get married to get divorced. That's just not what they do. What happens is they get married, things is good, and then along the way somewhere, something happened. You're going to always have men coming at your woman, and if she's a weak-minded woman, she's going to fall for him and screw her marriage up. And it's going to be the same way with men. Men see nice-looking women all the time. If he's a weak-minded man, yes, and I'm not going to say misjudge, he's a weak-minded man because you married. That's sacred. If he's a weak-minded person, weak-minded man, women coming at him, he gonna, you know, fall into it and mess the marriage up. You know, it's sad the world that we live in, because marriage is not what it used to be. You know, people do it for status or whatever reason it is. You know, so all I'm saying is that's how I was able to execute my divorce. And actually, even though it was messed up, I'm glad I did it. I mean, I'm glad that I stepped up to the plate and made the move, because if I wouldn't have stepped up to the plate and made the move, it would have lingered on and lingered on and lingered on, and the embarrassment would have just been epic. So now I'm no longer embarrassed because the situation occurred. I don't even care about it. Oh, I know what I was going to say. People always say, woo, I'm finally divorced. Yes, they're lying. Nobody actually gets married to get divorced. So I'm saying before my phone rung, I was talking about something, and that's what it was. So I hope that this vlog helped you out, young lady. And I hope that you have many more successes in your future relationships. All I'm saying is this right here, and I could be wrong. You guys can let me know in the comment section what you think. What I'm going to say is, once you get divorced, sweetheart, don't ever go back. Never, ever go back, because it's not going to change. It's not going to change. When you go back, that person that you go back to is going to feel that they can do whatever they're doing again, because they got away with it the first time. And you heard it, bled a little bit, was sad, bounced back, and now you right back. Once you execute this move, do not go back. Don't go back to a marriage just because you got kids, Brian. Don't go back to the marriage because he said he's sorry, he won't do it again. Don't do it. Move forward, keep going. I love all you guys. I hope this vlog video helps someone out. I'll talk to you guys in the next vlog. Peace.